Hello everyone, Natalia is here for Lisa Horton Crafts. Today I will show you how I made an Eclipse card using large stitch alphabet dies, a slimline dies, a Wordage sheet, a floral stamps and a stencil. So here I'm making a base card measuring 10 centimeters wide by 21 centimeters long. So I'm creasing the card at the fold and cutting some of the card off. I also cut out 3 panels from white card, measuring the same size as a card base. So here I'm blending some Distress Oxide inks. I'm using a worn lipstick, picked raspberry and wilted violet. So I'm blending worn lipstick with the picked raspberry. Here I'm using sticky notes to protect the background from my fingers, not to smash the inks. So I'm going back with worn lipstick to blend the picked raspberry. And now I'm blending wilted violet with picked raspberry. So I'm going back with picked raspberry to blend the inks together. Now I'm using a stencil and positioning to the center, and I'm adding the same color inks on top of the stencil. So I'm adding worn lipstick on top of the worn lipstick and picked raspberry on top of the picked raspberry, and I'm slightly adding picked raspberry, blending to the worn lipstick. So I'm doing the same with the wilted violet color, and slightly blending on top of the picked raspberry. So now I'm choosing alphabet dies for word system. I'm drawing the panel, and now I'm using my ruler to layer up the dies, alphabet dies. Here I already had a letter S, and I'm adding to the alphabet dies. So I'm using masking tape to secure the dies and die cut them. So I'm removing the letters away and other die cut pieces. Now I'm adding the letter S back and die cut. Now I will cut this panel with a stitch detail frame. So now I've decided to add extra panel, and I'm blending inks, the same color inks, to the panel as worn lipstick, picked raspberry and wilted violet, all the way around only. So I'm drawing the panel before cutting out. So here's the panel. So now I will cut each letter 4 times from light color, pink color. Also you can use a slightly darker pink color or purple or even black. So here I'm layering all the letters together by gluing them and trying to be sure they're all level and even, and adding colored letter on the top. So here I'm gluing the panels together. So I'm adding wet glue all the way around to the letters, and taking the excess of the glue with my finger and gluing to the panel. So now I'm adding a letter R back to the die cut space and adding this little tiny die cut piece with the glue. So here I'm adding the panel to the base card with wet glue. And now I'm gluing all the letters back to the die cut space. So here is the Eclipse card. So now I'm choosing a floral stamp and I'm using my anti-static bag before stamping the stamp with Versamark ink. And for this I will use a new ice white sparkle embossing powder from Lisa. It's absolutely beautiful, it's very sparkly. So I'm applying embossing powder and you can see the sparkle. It's very pretty. So now I'm applying the same color distress inks to an acrylic block and with a little bit of water. I'm using a little brush to color the florals. I'm starting with the pink color first and then adding purple color to the center. I'm using this on 300 GSM white card. And I'm trying not to use too much water, just a really small amount. So here I decided to use a bundled sage color ink and I'm coloring the florals. So I've fussy cut the florals with the scissors and now I'm positioning the flowers and adding them to the card. So I've decided to cut some of them and snip and adding them with some of them with 3D foam pads and wet glue. So I've added some flowers to one corner of the card and adding the other flowers to the other corner of the card. So here is the card. I'm cutting off a bit of the edge of the flower. So now I'm gonna use some gemstones and sentiment. So now I'm deciding where I will put the sentiment. And also I've just made the sentiment slightly narrower by cutting with the scissors. So here I'm decided to add the sentiments on top of the flowers. So I removed the 3D foam pad and secured the flower back with the wet glue. So I'm adding 3D foam pads to the sentiment and adhering to the front of the card. So now I'm adding some gemstones using Lisa Horton Craft's pickup tool. So I'm adhering pink color gemstones around the florals on the pink side, and I'm adding also purple color gemstones to the purple color around the florals. So here I'm adding extra gemstones, and the card is finished. Also I made another card with word granny. I hope you enjoyed to watch this video. Please subscribe for more to Crafting with Lisa Horton YouTube channel. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye.